guys, this is my I didn't want to show the whole thing, but that's fine. That's fine. So first things first, we're going to go through the Square dashboard. I use Square for 50% of my direct sales. And this is what I meant when I said to you that this is, most of my videos are audio, so you can listen to it whilst you're driving, but I don't think you want to listen to this whilst you're driving, because you might need to look at the dashboard. You might be thinking to yourself, gross sales, £32, Yetti's Kitchen. That makes no sense. Yes. That's what happens when you've invested so much money in driving traffic to third-party platforms and you're not getting much of your direct sales. So right now, Yetti's Kitchen is on a journey of driving more direct sales. So that's why you might not see a lot of transactions happening on these platforms that I'm about to show you. So in terms of preference, we are slowly moving a lot of our direct sales and customers to Square. And in terms of a card machine preference, we use SumUp for our card machine, right? So the reason why we use Square is because it's low. It's got a very low transaction fee, which is very good. It's got very low transaction fee, and the UI, which is the user interface, is very easy to use, although a bit complicated. And the support, I would give it a 50% on support. If you ever have any issues, I would give them a 50% because sometimes they take about a day or two to get back to you. And even if they get back to you, it might be a link they send you to go read the answers, which isn't exactly what you waited. You don't want to wait 2 days just to go read something yourself. You want to be in a situation where after 2 days, they look into the issue and they suggest a way to solve the issue. So I'll probably say 90% of the time that I've contacted them, even after reading the help topics, they have given me another link to go read, versus customer service that I'm used to would typically say, okay, give me the login to your store, your online store, and they log in to find out why a certain item isn't visible on your store. I've never seen them do that before, so I would give them a 50% of customer service. But in terms of the UI, I'll give them a 90%. They got about 10% left to make it a perfect system, but nothing ever goes perfect immediately. Charges wise, they're pretty decent, although they can get a bit greedy where they want you to pay £50 a month for services that you might not need. So typically, this is the home screen of my Square dashboard. And as you can see, they're suggesting that I try Square Marketing. The beauty of Square is for every customer that places an order, I would not want to click on customers because then you get to see my customer details, and I don't think that's right GDPR wise. I don't think I'm allowed to show you my customer details. I don't think my customers would appreciate their details being shown on YouTube. But if I click on here, I think we probably have about 100 customers on here. And that's the beauty of moving away from the likes of Just Eat or Deliveroo or Uber Eats. How did we incorporate Square into Yetti's Kitchen? I would explain this, but I hope you understand it, and I don't want to spend too much time explaining it. This is Yetti's Kitchen, and this is our website. What we have done is Yetti's Kitchen's website is based on WordPress. It's a WordPress website, and I built this myself, by the way. Yes, I know, it looks beautiful. Thank you very much. So this is a MailChimp pop-up, which allows me to capture customers' email addresses before you get to the website. So if you look at this call to action, as soon as you click the pop-off, you take the pop-off off. The minute you take the pop-up off, you immediately see call to actions, right? You immediately see call to actions that tell you order now, whatever, right? These are the things you want on the hero image of your website. And by the way, I took this jerk chicken picture with an iPhone, so that's just a side way. I don't want to get you guys distracted with stuff like that. So this image and these hero images that are popping up, it says UK-wide delivery and stuff like that. So if you click on any of these call to actions on the hero image, it would automatically take you to my Square website. It says shop now. If you click on shop now, I'm hoping I've done this right. Yes, it takes you here, and then if you click on any of these, it would automatically take you to the Square website. There's a Square website on our Instagram and stuff. I don't want to go into that. So it immediately takes you there to our Square website where you can place an order. I guess it's best. Can I go Instagram? Let me see. Instagram Yettis Kitchen. Let's try that. So it takes you. So this is what the customer sees. Let me go here. So if you're not following on Instagram, please do follow us on Instagram, please. Okay, so we also pay for Linktree. So I'm just showing you the little tips on how to make your business more effective. This might seem like a lot of information, but that's why you need to book a mentorship session with me. It's literally 50 quid for an hour. I think that's a lot of information for 50 quid. But yeah, once our customers are on an Instagram page, they click on that link, it's Linktree, and we pay about £10 or £20 a month for us to have this Linktree. The reason why we have Linktree is because it gives us information about where most of our customers are coming from. So this Linktree is what you'd find on our Twitter pages, is what you would find on every single place on the internet. Every single place on the internet has this link, and that way we can log in once a month to see where our traffic is coming from, and wherever our traffic is coming from the most is where we advertise the most, is where we post the most. So if you don't have something like Linktree, you might have your website on all these different pages. You might have your website on Google My Business, you have your website on your your Twitter pages, your Snapchat pages, you might have it on TikTok, but you literally would never know what audience loves your content the most. And that is why you need something like Linktree. So like I said, this is not a sponsored ad. I'm just taking you through the back end of the business, hospitality business, right? So once you click on Linktree, we have these things, because the way we've designed it is, these are the questions customers ask us the most. They usually call into the restaurant to say, can I place an order? Can I see your menu? Do you have a catering menu? Can I please see it? Stuff like that. Or what's your website? So instead of us answering that question all the time, the minute people click on our Instagram, they get to see these typical questions. These are questions that we get all the time, and that's reduced the number of phone calls we get into the restaurant, because people can immediately click on it and say place order. So the minute you click on place an order, it takes you to our Square site. As you can see, it says Yettis Kitchen Square site, right? And it says something about the cookie bot, right? So it might sound crazy that we have a website here, right? We have a website here, and we also have a website here. But the reason we've done that, the reason we've done that is you want to you want to make sure you have ownership of your brand name at all times. Meaning that if you give away this, for example, yettiskitchen.com you sign up to yettiskitchen.com as a domain name under Square. If you ever wanted to leave Square and use a different service, Square might refuse to give you that domain name, or they might charge you an arm and a leg. They might decide to say it's £1,000 to move this website to a personal domain of your choice, to move that domain name that you have bought through them. So we are happy to keep yettiskitchen.com originally under our own care. We built the website, we bought the domain name. We are not going to share that with any third party, because we don't know what tomorrow holds. We're not going to share that. But when the customer clicks on any of our call to actions, it takes them here, and it doesn't affect the customer experience, because the minute you click on order now, it tells you, do you want a pickup, or do you want a delivery, do you want shipping? You see what I mean? So it doesn't affect the customer experience, and we have tried our best to keep the brand colors we've tried to keep the brand colors consistent, and I really want to try my best not to make this video very long. I'm trying to make it 30 minutes. So once you get on Square, right, I'm just going to do a typical let me do pickup just for the sake of this video. So it shows you a message immediately to say all orders will be processed and blah blah blah. And by default, talking about mentoring, there you go. Mentoring is only 50 quid. You can book the mentoring session with me, and we can go through this in depth, and we're not going to be in a rush. So these are the kind of items you'd find. Once you click on that, right, you can click add to order. You can make payment through faster payments on your phone, Apple Pay, Android Pay. and it's so easy. And what we've seen is a lot of customers have been ordering a lot more since we moved from a clunky, I'm not going to call this clunky, but customers just feel more comfortable with the UI over here versus the UI over here, right? So that's for you to consider and think about. So back to Square. When we think about Square on, this is the back end of this website. So this website you're seeing here looks nice, but this is the back end of it all. So we have home, and the reason why we've also chosen Square is because apart from it allowing us to fine tune our customer experience, when customers place an order, they must give their email address. We've designed it that way in the back end here. They must give their email address. They must give their phone number. Sometimes you can even ask for their birthday. Not you're not asking for the date of birth. Some people don't want to give that away, but it's just what day of the month, meaning 25th of February. And that way you keep a note of it. And that way you can actually send your customers emails from your Square dashboard. Every time it's their birthday, you can send them an email to say, you know what, you've just won a free bottle of wine. Come into the store, come into the restaurant to get it. So it feels like I'm selling Square over and over again, but I'm just saying that they have an all-in-one service, and that's why we have chosen to use them compared to SumUp. So when we think about it, we've got home. We have invoices as well that we can send from Square, and the invoices on Square are more detailed than the invoices on SumUp. If you look here, they have invoices over here too, but the invoices are nothing to write home about. And I don't know if I want to go into it because I don't want you guys seeing some of the invoices I've created. There we go. Next thing, account settings, pretty good. Reports, I would rather not click on that so you don't see the internal data of Yettis Kitchen. But reports are very detailed. It tells you where your traffic is coming from. It tells you, but obviously Linktree will give you more detail than what Square would give you. It tells you where your traffic is coming from. It tells you what's your best seller. Obviously, this is a typical idea of the kind of data you will get on the reports. It also tells you different things. So that's one thing we like them for compared to SumUp. So what I'll say is Square goes into further detail than SumUp, right? So transactions, it tells you what transactions you've had for today. Balance, how much balance you have. Items, I'm happy to click on that. So it's not a major. I'll show you what items look like. Items, you can choose many locations. So if you have more than one restaurant, maybe you have multiple restaurants, you can always update them there. Create an item, action, import library, export library. And you can also, one thing we're thinking of doing and definitely looking into, as we're beginning to expand in Yettis Kitchen, we wanted to be in a place where we could set the number of stock in terms of a full holistic ecosystem, meaning that jollof and beef, we know how many we have made for the day. We've made 30 plates per day. And we want to update that to say 30 so that for every time a customer or a member of staff gets an order for jollof and beef, we want it to reduce to 29. We want it to reduce to 28. So that by the time it gets to 5, we get the person at the kitchen or I, the chef, will get an automatic email to warn me that we're running low on stock. And that way I can alert somebody to cook another bunch of jollof rice or another bulk jollof rice or whatever, or we're running low on Coke. So we don't need to be in a place where we physically open the fridge before we realize that the fridge Coke has run out. So initially I spent my initial week this week trying to go through SumUp and find out where I can update the number of stock we have on each item, and that was not an option. I'm sure if we upgrade on SumUp, I'm sure they'd give us that option, but I wasn't really, it's just too basic as a service for me to bother to upgrade. But when I think of what I'm getting from Square, automatically if you click on, let's just click on ayamashi with combo beef. If you click on an item like this, as you can see, it allows you to put stock. If we click on that, available on, so tracking, you can put tracking. There you go, available at Yettis Kitchen. You can select more than one location and you can do tracking, and then you could put current stock. So stock received, this is obviously letting you know that stock has been received, and you can put 15 to say you have 15. Low stock alerts, you can do low stock alerts. It will tell you that, okay, by the time you get to 5 ayamashi left or 5 jollof rice left, you will get an alert to let you know that you need to cook another bunch of ayamashi. So this is the reason why. So there's just so many reasons why we prefer Square as a holistic service for Yetti's Kitchen, and as a food brand, we prefer Square. Some people choose PayPal for their payments, invoicing, and all that, but so far we have not found a service out there that does it as smooth, as clean as this. And like I said, if you're obviously using Just Eat, you're using Deliveroo, whenever the orders come through, you don't get to see your customers' details. You don't get to see the address. You only see a name, and you only see a first name. And after 24 hours, that name disappears off your dashboard. Why? Like, come on now. You need to know who your favorite customers are, stuff like that. But no, they don't even allow you get that, which is fine. So this is why one thing we definitely do is, if you're thinking of getting more direct sales, for every customer that comes through Just Eat, by all means, your pricing must be the same. Your pricing needs to remain the same on Just Eat, as well as your private website, which is this, right? So one thing you can definitely do is, for every customer that places an order through any of your third-party platforms, one thing you can do is put a flyer in that bag as the driver is taking it away. Put a flyer in that bag to say 15% off direct orders. Why not order directly from the restaurant next time and get 15% off your total order amount? If you keep doing that, or you have stickers, lovely looking stickers that you put on the food to encourage direct orders, this puts you in a place where, or you have a QR code. I think if you look through my YouTube channel, you will see how to create a QR code. You don't need to pay nobody. You don't need to pay nobody to create a QR code. If you look through my YouTube channel, it's quite late at night. I cannot tag videos, but look through my YouTube channel and just type QR code, and you'll definitely see the video I mean. And print that QR code on your flyer that you put in that bag that the delivery driver for your Uber Eats to Just Eat or whatever is taking to your customer. And what would happen is the customer can scan that QR code, and they would literally land here. They will land on your exact website. They will place their order, and of course, you would have to do the fulfillment yourself, meaning you would have to go deliver it, or you have a delivery driver deliver it. And of course, if you don't have that facility, it just means that the more you do it, you can then hire a delivery driver who's going to be on standby to deliver your own food yourself. And before you know it, you would not need to be on any of these third-party platforms, because we're in 2022. Make it a business decision. Make it a business decision that you're going to increase direct sales and not be reliant on all these third-party platforms. Because right now, everybody's complaining that they're charging 35 to 40% per order, and that's pretty high. But trust me, they could increase it to 50%. And because they know that if 100% of your orders come through them, you haven't got any choice. You would have to accept 50%. So keep that in mind. And I hope this video has answered your question in terms of what to go for in terms of SumUp. We use SumUp as a card reader machine. We just use a card reader functionality on SumUp because it's simple. It's small. It's simple. We can use it off location, so you don't need to plug it into. You don't need to plug it into an electric. You don't need to plug it to an electricity. You don't need to plug it into electricity by any means. If I'm not speaking proper English, forgive me. It's pretty late at night and my brain is tired. So you don't need to plug it into electricity. It has battery. It is battery powered, so you don't need electricity. You just need an internet connection, and you need Bluetooth connection. You need internet connection by all means because of the payment service, and you need Bluetooth connection because you need a phone to put in the amount of money that you need to take from the customer, and then obviously the Bluetooth connection connects to the card reader, and the customer will either pay contactless or they put in their card into the card reader. So yeah, that's the reason why we use SumUp, because it's all about £29 to buy the card reader. It's £29 to buy a card reader. So easy, so simple, straight to the point. People can make payments. And the beauty about SumUp as well is we normally text our customers. I will be doing another video to tell you how to get to a point where you can get your customers' phone numbers in a very easy way without you having to say, what's your phone number? And then you start writing it down on paper. There's many other ways we need to be sleeker. We need to be sleeker about doing business this year, 2022, and I will tell you how. So text your customers with a payment link from SumUp. That's something we do. And then they make payment from anywhere in the world. Some people call us from Nigeria to order food for those in the UK. We've had some people. I had a mother the other day in September last year, 2021. She called to say, "Oh, my son he just joined university and there's no food. Please, can you deliver food?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she now goes, "Oh, but I don't know how I can pay you. I don't know if you can deliver, and then my son will give you cash." I'm like, "Yeah, we can't work that way, because you're about to order £100 food. I'm not gonna cook it, and then I turn up at your son's university and he's not coming down. I would have to throw away that food." So keep in mind that you can send payment links. To customers anywhere in the world, by WhatsApp, by whatever. You can send payment links, and they make payment from wherever they are in the world, and you then deliver the food however you want to deliver it. But yeah, it's very simple. We use SumUp for card payments. We use SumUp for sending customer data, sending customer payment links, and we use Square for managing our direct sales, our repeat sales, our invoices, our reporting. We use it for if a customer wants to pay over the phone, in terms of they've got their card over the phone, and they've got the virtual terminal. Means that you can click on the virtual terminal and you can take card details over the phone, put it into your virtual terminal. So it says take a payment, and you'll be able to see what I mean. So it's just so simple. They've thought about everything a hospitality business would typically wonder. So you put that in, and then you manually enter the card details. On SumUp, I think they've removed that functionality. You can only text the person a payment link, and they would have to enter their own card details themselves. They don't want you putting in customers' card details on their behalf. But Square, they still have that functionality that allows you to take payments on behalf of customers over the phone. So they have that. They have online. They have loyalty programs. So you can also offer your customer loyalty. Look at that. You can offer your customers loyalty for ordering with you directly, meaning that if that customer comes away from Just Eat or Uber Eats and actually listens to what you wrote on that flyer, right? Listens to what you wrote on that flyer, and they actually land on your website and place an order, because you have loyalty with Square, what would happen is you could then decide to say at the sixth time that the customer orders anything from you, they get 50% off, or they get 15% off. If a customer orders something from you and they see that you have a loyalty program there, they would keep coming back. You don't have that on I think you have it on SumUp, but it's not as cool as Square. And you definitely don't have it on PayPal, and you don't have it to manage it yourself without any of these guys, without SumUp and Square. To manage it yourself would mean you would have to go create your own mobile app, or you'd have to find a plugin on WordPress that allows you to do loyalty, and that just gets messy. So there you go. You also have gift cards, right? If you go to our website here and you scroll up, you can see we have the option for gift cards. So you can actually give somebody a gift card on their birthday to feed them at Yettis Kitchen. And then shifts allows you to manage staff. We've got staff members, and then you can manage their shifts. So every time they get into the shop or the restaurant, they clock in, they clock out, and then so many things you can do. Appointments, obviously we don't use that because we're not really a hairdressers or whatever. Online checkout, subscriptions, this is where obviously I've subscribed to marketing on Square or whatever. How many orders have I had? Contracts, Square for retail, which we don't use. Square for restaurants, which is something we definitely use. And then app integrations, which is I believe you can integrate Google and all that stuff. Yeah, we integrated Facebook. Yeah, look at what we've done. We integrated Linktree about 7 months ago. Yeah, and we've also integrated Facebook. So for every new item we add on our Square channel, it pops up on our Facebook feed to say this shop has added a new item. So guys, I hate that word guys. I don't know, because it almost assumes that everybody listening is a guy. I beg your pardon. So like everyone, I hope I've answered your question in terms of how to create a sales funnel from third-party platforms to your website directly. I've told you how to integrate it in the back end in terms of choosing Square for your repeat customers, to get your customers to come back over and over again. I've told you how to integrate loyalty into the back end of your website. How to sort out call to actions using Linktree Yes, how to sort out call to actions using Linktree, and most of all, how to use SumUp to take payments from customers in your restaurant, away from your restaurant. Maybe if you're having a pop-up shop, you can use SumUp for direct payments where customers are stood in front of you, or if they're anywhere in the world, they can take payments. Square is for repeat customers, for customer loyalty, for everything, for reporting, for staff, for invoices, and yeah. And then lastly, Yetti's Kitchen is for information, is for food, it's for love, and it's more than a lifestyle. Guys, here we go again. I've been watching so many YouTube videos. I normally, if I'm not, yeah, I don't say guys a lot, but I guess I'm saying it a lot now. One thing before I go away from here, please hit the subscribe button, guys. Please, please, please. I know you're laughing now thinking I'm saying guys a lot, but I don't know what else I can call you people. Human beings. Please hit the subscribe button if this has been helpful to you. Please leave a comment, leave a like. Hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what video you want me to do next. And then lastly, 4th of March 2022, your girl, Yetti. I'm bigging myself up. At least if nobody's your cheerleader, you have to be your own cheerleader. Your girl, 4th of March, I'm going to be releasing my music. I'm also a musician. Apart from cooking, I also do music. I do 14 things in general. Yetti's Kitchen is one of them, but that's a topic for another day. On the 4th of March, I'm going to be releasing my music. Please keep tabs with what I'm doing at yettitobuy.com. If you're trying to find me, it's just Yetti to Buy everywhere. On Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, it's Yetti to Buy. And of course, my website, yettitobuy.com. I would love it if you guys follow me and support my music, support my food business, and just support my life in general. I'm not asking for money, guys, but stream the music. Even if you're not liking or vibing the music, just help me like it on Spotify. 4th of March, it will be out, and I appreciate you for listening. Thanks, guys.